to All Things Eastern. I'm your host, Patty Dobson, and we have a really exciting show for you this evening. I have with me tonight two of Eastern's top fashionistas, Azzia Candelaria and Jessica Farkas, who are here to tell us all about fashion, all things fashion, maybe some what to do and what not to do, and what's going to be hot for spring. Welcome.
Hello, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
First, I want to model, people don't believe that these are my shoes because they have these impressively large stilettos, and they are. They are truly my shoes. I can't walk in them, but I sit down when I wear them. So I want to know whether or not I'm in style with this print, with the giraffe print.
You're definitely in style.
For sure.
Probably not in style to not walk in them, but animal prints are pretty good for spring, are they not?
Oh, they're so hot.
In everything, not just shoes, too.
Really?
Pants, shirts, cardigans, earrings, everything.
Not together, though.
Not together?
No.
Okay, so is no. So if I were to come decked out in, I don't know, giraffe print pants, a sweater, the earrings, and the shoes, I have committed a multitude of fashion don'ts.
Right.
That's a
Really?
major crime.
Why?
Just fashion crime.
You want to focus on one thing. If you're
Okay.
too out there, then they're going to be looking all over the place. But if you have like one wow piece on you,
Okay.
then it will make more of a fashion statement than the entire outfit. So if you just wanted to wear the shoes, you could match it up with a print, like a colored jean, colored skirt, and then a top, a solid top, not a pattern top.
Okay, so if I'm wearing something patterned on my feet, solid pants, skirts, or top.
Right.
Okay, so am I committing some kind of fashion faux pas if I have print earrings?
Depends on how gaudy they are. Like if they were just some little studs,
Yes.
Like,
I'm
like
thinking
all the
if
way
I'm going to
down
wear
to
this,
these. Right.
they're going to make a statement.
They
Right.
could be like giant hoops with cheetah or
Yeah.
That's too
giraffe.
much.
That'd be too much.
Okay. So how do you know? Here's the honest truth, and I think I've said this to both of you before. I am happy when I get out of my front door on the way to work and everything matches. If I match, I'm good. So how do I know what to kind of put together?
From a personal standpoint,
Yes.
maybe just looking in magazines, online. Pinterest is a big thing for me. You like Pinterest?
That's definitely a big
Yeah, Pinterest has this generator where you can link onto and you can mix and match a whole bunch of different outfits and then make a board for that. And then you can share it, like it, other people can pin it, and then that just takes off from there.
Okay.
And then when you just wake up in the morning, if like that's kind of what you're going off of, I like to match too. Like my shirt usually matches my shoes of some sort, but they don't have to be completely matchy-matchy. Like they can go together, like black goes with a lot of good colors, and then white goes with most pastels and things like that. So
When I stumble out of bed, generally wearing my Sesame Street PJs, and I go to the coffee pot, that's true, by the way, you can tell that, I'm into comfort, all right? I'm happy in my pajamas. I have the big fluffy slippers. I am not out there fashion-wise. I'm pretty conservative. So how would I start to, and there are a lot of people like me who are just kind of afraid of fashion. So they go with very simple types of clothing because it's safer or because it's more comfortable or because it's a little more conservative. So how could you start, if you're someone like me, to jazz up your wardrobe?
I would say you can wear, your neutral color, not your neutral colors, but your things you're comfortable with. If you're comfortable with jeans and a button-up shirt with a collar, maybe go with a statement necklace or a statement shoes.
Okay.
You don't have to start out really big, or maybe just maybe you found these really cute earrings and they have pink and they're sparkly and you want to wear, a black top and white pants. That's fine. You don't have to go completely crazy. You can pick one, statement accessory or shoe or top and go from there. You can also maybe go with a scarf.
Oh, I love scarves. I wear scarves all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Scarves can jazz up your outfit.
What do you think?
a big thing for me on comfort is the sizing. Girls tend to be afraid to go up a size in jeans especially, because they're self-conscious in that matter.
Yes.
But I will go up in a size if it makes me comfortable when I'm walking around. No one's going to see that tag. No one's going to know what size you're wearing unless you're showing them, like, hey, this is this size. But if you get the right pair of jeans to fit you right, then you're going to be comfortable in any sort of fashion if you make sure they fit you.
When you're comfortable, you feel confident. You're confident. When you step out of that door and you're like, I look good today, and you're confident all day long.
Tell me about this. One of the trends, and maybe it's not as new a trend as I think it is, leggings and tunic tops. Okay, from the look in your face, I'm afraid that I'm past the trend.
Leggings definitely have rules to wearing.
Okay, tell me the rules.
The whole leggings aren't pants, I disagree with, because they can be pants. But there's rules that certain things should not be shown. Your shirt should be long enough to
cover your front and your back.
Cover your Kardashian and
your Britney.
Yes, your Britney and your Kardashian.
Yep.
Like, it should be enough to.
They don't have to go down to your knees. You know, they can go a little inch below, but you don't want to show everything you got. You don't want to show what you got.
It's funny to me that is part of fashion now, because when I see that, I think somebody is wearing a pair of pants with a dress. And I know that that's my mindset, but how would I go about not making it look as if I am wearing a pair of leggings, a pair of pants with a dress?
I think definitely make sure that your leggings are not see-through at all, that they're like of a thicker material. And then you can wear like a long tunic or shirt that covers both those areas but isn't down to your knees.
Okay.
It's thick enough like a pant, but it can be a legging, but it also covers up the areas that you need to be covered up.
Okay. Do you each have a favorite style? A favorite, that's probably not the right term, but do you have a favorite look that you wear because that's
cute?
That's your look. Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely a dress kind of girl. I think a nice dress and a pair of heels or a skirt goes a long ways, and it shows off your female side, your womanhood. Like,
I would definitely agree with Jessica. She's definitely a shirt and skirt kind of girl.
Okay.
I probably have more mini skirts than I do anything. So it depends on your body type too. So.
I was just thinking, I couldn't get away with a mini skirt. Their age has something to do with
definitely.
Yes, ma'am.
And you don't have to be a fashion diva to know that.
But any body type can be a fashionista. Any body type can jump into the fashion world and look good in pretty much anything that fashion has to offer. Sizing matters.
Okay. Give me your top 3 don'ts. Asia, give me your top 3 don'ts first, and then Jessica, you weigh in with your 3.
My top 3 don'ts would be to make sure you match when you go out. Don't wear these big old brown earrings with like this black top. Brown and black really don't mix with me, but if you're wearing cheetah print, I can understand that. But if you go brown and black, what my mama taught me, you just don't mix brown and black.
Okay.
But I do think that coming of age, it is more acceptable. Another don't for me would be if you're wearing a spank, which is something that would suck you in, so you so that when you put something on, you just have that very nice shape. Make sure you don't show it. Make sure if your Spanx are long to your knees, but your skirt is, mid-thigh, you don't want people to know that you're wearing Spanx.
Okay.
And another don't. Maybe don't go out without earrings on. I don't know.
You're kind of doing the little sassy move there.
I just feel like if you want to go out and you don't feel like completely dressing up, you can accessorize a little bit with some earrings or maybe a necklace or a bracelet to make it look like you put a little bit of effort into what you were wearing that day, but not completely full out, take 2 hours to get ready.
Okay, good. Jess, what are your top 3 don'ts?
First off, I want to kind of bounce off the Spanx. This isn't part of my 3, but thinner girls can wear Spanx too. If they're going out in like an evening dress, a nice Spank actually like holds it in better, even if you don't have anything to hold in. It kind of like shapes you up and like makes you more lean and makes any outfit look good, any body type. So my top 3 don'ts. First off, makeup and hair. If you go out, and this is a don't get dressed up and not do something with a little bit of your face. Don't not do your hair. Like, it's a very big fashion faux pas. Like, whatever your hair type is, whatever, like, how you like to do your hair, it's okay to do it that way. But as long as you're, like, clean and put together, I think that's a definite fashion rule.
Okay.
That your outfit won't look good unless you look good.
It's all done.
Don't buy clothes that are too small. I know I've said it before, but that's a big one for me, that if your clothes are too tight, you're going to be uncomfortable, first of all. And then just because you can get into them doesn't mean they fit you.
I have a friend going along with that who she would do similar to what you're talking about, that she would buy clothes that actually fit, but so that she didn't have that kind of label guilt of a size, she would cut the labels out of her clothes. She would go down enough so that you could see if there was a designer, but she would snip the number, and that made her feel better.
And that's okay if you want to snip the size out, as long as it fits you right. And for me, I'd rather go up a size and look good than try to shrink
like a
into
busted can of biscuits.
Yeah, exactly.
Now there's a visual I'm not going to get rid of easily.
And I think more importantly, cover yourself up. As women, we have the obligation to men to cover ourselves up. And if we're showing too much, then there's nothing to leave to the imagination. So it's okay to be sexy, and it's okay to show off a little leg and whatever else, but make sure that you're like covering it up too.
Okay.
Like that.
Now, this is a really exciting thing for me. We have HoundBytes, which is our online magazine here in the comm department, and the two of you are going to start writing a fashion column for this.
Right.
And you'll talk about all things fashion, you'll talk about what to do, what not to do, what is going to be hot for spring, and I want to ask you that here in just a second. But everything to do with fashion, and fashion is more than the outfit you're wearing at the time. Correct? Is it a state of mind? Is it the clothing? Is it?
I think it's I think it's a mixture of both.
Okay.
Because I always like to have like the idea of my next outfit that I want to purchase in my head, and then I go to the store and I look for it, or I look something similar to it, because I don't know, I'm the kind of person who will go to bed the night before and know what I'm wearing the next day.
Okay.
So I think it's just
Sounds like attitude a little bit too.
Yeah?
That you've got some attitude in there in a good way.
I just saves you time in the morning. You know, you don't have to go through 4 or 5 outfits. I just like to have an idea of what I want to wear in the morning.
Okay.
I think it helps. Get ready. And sometimes it may not work. Sometimes you might put on in the morning, you're like, this does not match. And you got to take it off. But it's okay because
Go back to the drawing board.
Right. But you have like those go-to outfits that you know that are matched, or they look good, and you just want to keep those in mind and things of that nature.
Okay. Before we end our show this evening, give me one must-have for spring.
One must-have?
One must-have.
Each?
Yes.
I would say a high-low dress or skirt.
Okay. What's your must-have?
My must-have would be colored wedges.
And you guys are in agreement.
We're definitely in agreement.
Okay. Well, thank you both for coming on All Things Eastern. This is fascinating to me, and I don't think I'm going to turn into a fashionista, but I may, by listening to you, not make some horrible fashion faux pas and over-giraffe myself or something like that. Starting next week, you'll be able to see Asia and Jessica's column in HoundBytes. The address for that is enmuhoundbytes.com. Thank you so much again for coming, and we'll have you back on future shows.
Thank you for having us.
We'll see you next time on All Things Eastern.